Have you ever watched someone less qualified get promoted while you stayed exactly where you are? You've been putting in the effort, looking for ways to contribute more and stand out, yet somehow another person walked away with the title, the salary increase, and the recognition. You work hard. You do what's expected. Yet no one has ever shown you the exact steps to get promoted. No clear action plan, no roadmap. Just vague advice like, keep working hard and your time will come. But that's exactly where most people get stuck. Because promotions are rarely awarded to the hardest worker. They're awarded to the person who appears most valuable to the people making the decision. In this video, we'll show you how performance really works, the mindset required to stand out, the exact strategies to get noticed by your manager, and how to build lasting influence over time. By the end, you'll understand why some people consistently move ahead, and more importantly, how to position yourself so opportunities naturally come your way. Let's understand how promotions really work. Most employees operate from what I call the begging mindset. They believe that if they perform well enough, someone will eventually notice. It's a passive strategy, a hopeful strategy, and in today's workplace, it's increasingly ineffective. We're entering an era where AI can automate reports, generate presentations, and complete tasks that once required entire teams. As routine work becomes easier to replace, career growth is no longer based solely on how much work you do. It's based on how difficult it would be to replace your impact. Your goal is no longer just to become productive. Your goal is to become necessary. The two dimensions of performance. But before we go further, we need to understand how performance is actually evaluated inside most organizations. Many employees assume performance is measured only by results, but in reality, leaders evaluate performance through two major dimensions: behavior and value contribution. Dimension 1 is behavior. Behavior is how you interact with people and how you conduct yourself in different situations. Your relationship with your manager plays a bigger role than most people realize. A manager isn't just the person assigning work. They evaluate performance, recommend promotions, and speak about your potential when you're not in the room. Consider two employees with similar skills. One regularly communicates progress and keeps their manager informed. The other does good work but stays disconnected. When promotion discussions begin, the first employee is naturally remembered. Leaders also quietly observe team dynamics. When a new employee struggles, some people ignore it. Others spend 10 minutes helping them get unstuck. Small moments like these build a reputation over time, a reputation for being reliable, collaborative, and easy to work with. High performers often go one step further than their job description requires. They volunteer for important projects, take ownership during critical situations, and help solve problems that technically aren't their responsibility. And then there's something many people underestimate: commitment. Imagine Sarah, a project coordinator, sitting alone at 9 p.m. while everyone else has gone home. A critical client presentation is due the next morning. No one asked her to stay. No one promised her extra pay. But she knew the outcome mattered, so she stayed until the work was right. A few months later, when deadlines piled up and the team was overwhelmed, Sarah stepped in to help colleagues and kept things moving forward. None of these efforts appeared in a performance report. There was no award, no public recognition. Yet the people around her noticed, her manager noticed, and over time, those unseen moments built a reputation that numbers alone could never capture. Dimension 2 is value contribution. Now let's talk about the second dimension. Imagine two employees joining the same company on the same day. Both attend the same training. Both gain access to the same information. One of them spends months collecting knowledge. The other uses that knowledge with a different goal. Whenever a problem appears, she looks for ways to solve it. One day, the team struggles with a reporting process that takes hours every week. While everyone else accepts it as part of the job, she builds a simple automated system that completes the work in minutes. Suddenly, managers have faster reports. The team saves valuable time. Better decisions get made. Both employees had knowledge, but only one transformed that knowledge into value. Understanding Excel formulas is knowledge. Using Excel to automate reporting, uncover insights, and improve decision-making is skill. The people who consistently turn knowledge into results become the ones everyone notices, depends on, and eventually promotes. Leaders also evaluate future potential. Organizations don't just ask, "What has this person done?" They also ask, "What could this person become?" Two employees may both hit their targets. Employee A does their assigned work well. Employee B does the same, but also helps teammates, takes initiative, and improves processes. Leaders look for signs like, can they handle more responsibility? Can they lead projects? Can they influence others? Promotions aren't based only on results. Strong results without teamwork can limit growth. Good behavior without results can also limit growth. The people who advance fastest usually have both. They deliver results, and they earn trust. Become the center of gravity. Think of every organization as a solar system. Most employees are small objects floating through space. If they disappear tomorrow, very little changes. But a few people create gravitational pull. Projects orbit around them. Teams depend on them. Decisions require their input. The moment your absence becomes a measurable risk, your value increases dramatically. Strategy number 1. Solve your team or manager's problems. Most employees focus on completing tasks. Top performers focus on solving problems. Future leaders focus on identifying and solving problems that affect their manager, their team, and the organization as a whole. Managers are evaluated on outcomes, team performance, quarterly targets, cost reduction, revenue growth. And every team faces challenges that stand in the way of those goals. Keep an eye out for recurring issues, inefficiencies, and bottlenecks. Don't wait to be asked. Bring thoughtful ideas to the table. Ask yourself, what problem can I help solve right now? Then take initiative. When people consistently see you identifying challenges and offering practical solutions, they begin viewing you differently. Not as someone who completes tasks, but as someone who helps the team succeed. Strategy number 2, creating impact. Most people complete a project and move on. High performers design their work to travel. Imagine creating a dashboard so useful that 3 departments begin using it. Or developing a process that saves hours across multiple teams. Or building an automation that generates weekly reports and eliminates hours of repetitive work every month. Now your impact extends beyond your immediate responsibilities. People start sharing your work without your involvement. Your name begins appearing in conversations you never entered. And that's where influence starts multiplying. Strategy number 3, the value mindset. Whenever you're assigned a task, don't just ask, how do I complete this? Ask yourself, how can I add more value to this work? Maybe you can automate part of the process. Maybe you can make the workflow more efficient for everyone who uses it after you. Maybe you can create a template that prevents future mistakes. If you're preparing a report, include insights and predictions, not just data. If you're solving a problem, identify the next problem likely to appear. If you're presenting results, highlight opportunities others may have missed. Most people stop when the assignment is finished. Future leaders make the assignment more valuable than anyone expected. That extra layer demonstrates initiative, ownership, and strategic thinking. And strategic thinking is what organizations reward and promote. Strategy number 4, passive visibility and endorsement. Many employees believe visibility means self-promotion, constant updates, bragging, taking credit. That's usually a mistake. The most effective visibility is passive. It feels natural, organic, and unavoidable. Document decisions, record project ownership, create systems where your contributions become visible without announcements. When leadership reviews progress reports or audits projects, your fingerprints should already be there. No speech is required, just evidence. And pair this with what I call secondhand endorsement. People trust what others say about you far more than what you say about yourself. Share tools, build templates, simplify processes, support your colleagues. When their performance improves because of your contributions, they naturally become your advocates. Soon your name begins appearing in conversations between managers, between departments, even when you're not present, and that's when influence starts becoming leverage. Transition from employee to a strategic expert. At this point, many people make a mistake. They become known only as the reliable executor, the person who completes assignments and meets deadlines. While that's valuable, it mostly keeps you exactly where you are. To progress, begin transitioning into what I call the strategic expert. Develop deep expertise in a critical process, system, or area of your project. Become the person others turn to when they need answers. Understand not only how the work gets done, but why it gets done that way. Over time, your professional identity shifts. People stop seeing you as just another employee and start associating you with a specific expertise. the dashboard expert, the process improvement expert, the person who solves complex problems. Promotions are influenced by perception as much as performance. When people consistently connect your name with a valuable skill, they naturally begin seeing you as ready for greater responsibility. The influence of strategic silence. Finally, silence is one of the most underrated forms of influence. In high-stakes meetings, many people feel pressure to speak quickly, to prove intelligence, to demonstrate value. Effective leaders often do the opposite. They listen, they observe, they allow others to exhaust their ideas. Then they speak with precision. When every contribution adds clarity, people begin paying attention. When you speak less but contribute more, your words gain weight, and weight creates authority. Let's simplify everything into clear action steps. First, stop focusing only on working harder. Focus on solving problems that matter to your manager and your organization. Second, make your work visible. Create systems, processes, and results that others can see and benefit from. Third, think beyond your job description. Whenever you complete a task, ask, what's the next problem I can help solve? Fourth, help other people succeed. Share knowledge, improve workflows, and make life easier for your team. The more people benefit from your work, the more your influence grows. Fifth, keep track of your impact. Document projects, results, cost savings, and measurable improvements. Don't rely on memory when promotion discussions happen. And finally, start acting like the role you want before you receive the title. Take initiative, think strategically, support the team, lead where you can. If you consistently follow these steps, something powerful happens. People stop seeing you as someone who completes tasks. They start seeing you as someone who creates value. Because the real secret is this: don't ask people to see your value. Create so much value that they can't ignore it. I hope this video gave you a clear set of action steps you can apply in your workplace starting today. Career growth is rarely about waiting for someone to notice you. It's about consistently creating value, building trust, solving meaningful problems, and making your impact visible over time. If you found this content valuable, consider rewatching and taking notes. Sometimes the smallest insight leads to the biggest change in your career. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a like. It helps us continue creating practical content on leadership, career growth, and professional development. And if you know someone working hard but struggling to move forward, share this video with them. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep improving, keep creating value, and I'll see you in the next video.